Hey everyone, welcome back to Bridge the Gap podcast. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Scott. That was funny.
What?
You
Oh, yeah, I
starting
started. And then
started
my
like
dad
a
made a sound, so
goon.
I just started over.
So what's up? What is the deal? What's today? Today is August.
11th.
Right on. August 11th already. What?
I know. I agree.
I saw our
It's,
memories today, and one of them on the good old book of face, and you've never heard it called like that? Come on.
no, I'm not.
Not a dumbass like me. That's all right. I got it. But like the memories from like 2 years ago before you started your sophomore year at SC
Yep.
came up, and then like from 10 years ago, you your mom took you and Ryan to Lowe's to do a little
To build the airplanes.
build and grow, and then she took you to frozen yogurt, and then Ryan 10 years ago started travel soccer with Discoveries today.
Oh.
And then yeah, it's just and then 7 years ago I was traveling. So I've said many times that I used to travel a lot. This is a great example. I was flying to Alabama, and then from Alabama I was going to Rhode Island and Massachusetts, and then I was in 8 states in less than 3 weeks. So I used to travel so much, man. It was crazy. But more importantly,
Yeah.
I just looked at those family picture reminders going, God dang, how in the world am I about to have an 18 and 22-year-old in about a month, It's just
Yeah.
insanity, man. It's just crazy.
It is. Time does move fast. Like I was on August 1st, I was like, wow, I still have like 2 weeks until my roommates come back. And now it's like they come back this Saturday.
Yeah, you're going back to having roommates.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Well, it's good though. More folk around. You'll get to have fun and laugh and joke and enjoy your life.
Yeah, it'll be quite an adjustment, that's for sure.
Yeah, especially because you're going to have 3, because last semester was just 2 because your one roommate was abroad.
Yeah.
So,
Well, it'll also be weird too because they come back and then 2 weeks later I leave.
oh yeah.
And then I'm back for a week and then we're only together for like 4 weeks before fall break.
Right.
And then they come back for like 3 weeks and then it's Thanksgiving. And then they're back for 2 weeks and then they're gone.
Right. For the
and I might be
winter
gone
break.
after that. So it's like, it's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. Yeah, it's crazy. Time, I'm telling you, man. Plus, like I've said before with work is just insane. So I've been working a lot, 12, 15-hour days. So like last night, by the time I got home and ate, I was like, how is it already almost like 9 o'clock? Like it was crazy. And then even today, like today's a planning day for me. So, I don't have to get up and out right away, but I have work to do,
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I looked up, I was like, oh my God, it's like 12:45. Like I still need to go I hadn't even taken a shower yet. Like, you know, cause I'm working in my home office. So I don't know, man. It's just, time is just flying by.
And
insane.
It's weird. I feel like I've been off my game because Sunday, I worked a catering thing at a golf course with my boss.
Right.
I fried so bad. My neck, you can't really see it on camera, thank the heavens.
You can say a little bit.
Yeah, it's worse in person. The back of my neck is borderline purple.
Not good.
I can't move very much.
Yeah, it hurts.
I am in a lot of pain.
Do you have aloe vera gel at home?
Yeah, I've been putting it on. Well, I ran out of the gel, so I bought this like lotion one so that it's not like I don't feel as like gross. because the gel, like I just immediately want to take a shower. And the whole point is you have to let it sit.
Yeah, you have to let it sink in.
This lotion one's great because it moisturizes the skin and it has aloe in it to help with the burn. But even when I'm putting it on, I'm in pain. Like it's painful to the oh God, it's so bad.
Yeah. Hopefully you don't.
Mom looked it up and she was like, you have like 2nd-degree burn.
Yeah. Hopefully it doesn't blister. I've done that a couple times in my life where I blistered up. But
me too.
When I was growing up, my parents had a real aloe vera plant, like an aloe plant in the backyard.
Oh, that's even better.
So if we got burned, they would just break off one of the, I don't know if they're called branches. They're probably not, but break off things. And then she would literally, your grandmother would just rub it right on the burn. It was crazy. But you know,
it's
your
worse
brother
on this side than it is. Like this side it still hurts, but it's like you can see the color difference. Like this side, fine. This side it's all the way up my neck.
Yeah. Your brother burned himself this weekend too, going out and kicking the ball around, and your mom and I are just like, dude, what natural, because we always put sunscreen on you guys. Like we were very consistent with that. And then you and your brother are getting to be adults or are adults, and you guys lost your damn minds.
Well, no, I had sunscreen on. It was just my boss's sunscreen.
Which was
he tans,
what? Like a 15?
SPF.
Oh, yeah, no.
So I was applying it, but we were also super busy and I was sweating ridiculously. I was also minorly hungover. So I was sweating the alcohol out of my body. I probably smelled like beer, but I was sweating it all out and it was so hot, so muggy. Again, I was down for the count. Like I was not going to come out of there without a little bit of burn. I got burn on my arms too, but they've calmed down. Just got more freckles. See, everyone doesn't believe me. My arms got burnt, y'all. Look, same color. Everyone's always like, at least it'll be a tan. And I try to tell them, I'm like, no, I burn, I'll gain freckles, and then I go back to being the same color. And no one believes me, but here's the proof, y'all. It's in the pudding.
Yeah, you don't have like my thing, you know what I mean? So
no, I just gain more freckles and that's it. That's it.
I gain so many that it looks like I'm tan, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not.
My face will get like that. Where I'll get a lot of freckles on my face, so I'll look like tan in the face, but then you get closer and it's a lie. But yeah, so that was a lot. I'm still in pain from all of that, but also I worked last night and I haven't worked a Monday in over a year. So that I feel like that just kind of threw my week off, because you know when you get used to a like certain schedule, especially like in a restaurant job, it's like this is my schedule, this is my life,
right? So
I'm used to having Mondays off, Tuesdays on, Wednesdays off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday off. Like let me rephrase: Thursday, Friday on, Saturday off, and then Sunday on. So with the Monday, I now work Monday, Tuesday. I have off Wednesday, off Thursday, on Friday, on Sunday. And I'm like, this is weird. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. You know, like all day yesterday at work, I was just like, I was a little out of it. Like I was not prepared.
Yeah. Well, it's always weird to have to adjust to a schedule. Like I'm pausing because I'm just like, how do I even put this? Because I was really more thinking about like, you know, the last couple of years I was pretty bored with my job. Not that the jobs weren't good jobs. It was just they weren't challenging from a mental capacity or from a time capacity, you know? And so then I come back and I think I've already said this, but I was like, I was like, be careful what you wish for. You know what I mean? Because my other schedule there, and even before with the other company, I never had to be there at the crack o' dawn. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was very well, it was very nice. And now I'm back to where I'm there pretty early, sometimes, 4 or 5 in the morning. And, I'm like, oh my God, like it's completely jacked me up. Like I'm falling asleep on the
Yeah.
couch at like 8 o'clock again. You know what I mean? So like my schedule's all wacky and, just trying to figure it all out. So like I can understand and relate to you going, okay, what week is it? Like what day is it? Like where am I? Cause you're
Yeah.
working such a different schedule, you know? So
Yeah.
weird.
Yeah. Yesterday was very disorienting. Like I was in there and I actually have zero patience for this today. I was like, I actually am not prepared for this today at all.
Yeah.
And then my first like 3 tables were like really weird, where it was like the first table, like only one of them spoke to me. Like they would talk amongst each other, but like when going to order, like they'd all tell one person.
That's weird.
And I'm like, I'm standing
I'm right
right
here.
here.
Right.
I'm actually currently writing down what you've already said. I don't
That's
need
so
someone else to
weird.
tell me. Yeah. And then the second table, the woman waved every single time I was near her to come over. It was and I was like, I'm going to lose my mind. I was like, I was just over here. Like, what possibly else could you need? What else? I'm looking. All your plates are full. Your drinks are full. What do you want from me?
And what was it?
I don't remember. I half the time wasn't listening.
Nice.
She was very kind, but it was the waving. I was like, I'm coming around to all my tables. Like, you see me interacting. You're just the further, like, I'm coming.
Right. I'll get there.
I'm coming.
Right. I'll
Drove
get there.
me nuts.
Did you talk? Go ahead.
I literally walked over there at one point and I was like, I'm glad she laughed because I didn't realize it happened until after. I think she thought I was joking. I walked over there. I go, what? And she started laughing because I'm glad she thought I was joking.
Right.
I was not.
Right, dude.
I was not. Because again, every time she was waving, I was like, so I was like, what? What? What do you want?
That's funny.
So once that like first round of tables got up, I went in the back and I was like, okay, we're starting over. You just clocked in. You can do this. Like I had to like do the whole like, we're starting over.
Was it busy?
Yeah.
Was it?
Well, it got busy late, which always sucks because like it hit 6:30 and we didn't have much. And so I was like, all right, well, this sucks. I'm never working a Monday again. Like, like that kind of, and then boom, on the wait until 8:30. Yeah.
That's good.
No, it was great. Cause like we've said, like I prefer to be very busy at work than just sitting around twiddling my thumbs. But, it's always sucky when it comes late. Cause when you think of a lunch rush, you're thinking 5 to about 7 is when the wave of people come. So once it hits that 6:37 mark and you're not getting much, you start mentally pulling away.
Yeah.
You start like, okay, so what do I want to get for dinner?
All right.
Who can I hang out with? Let me get started on my side work. And then all of a sudden it's just like the entire town shows up.
Yeah, you're going to be here till midnight now.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know. I know the feeling. Did you talk to your boss about the bartending opportunity / thing?
Yeah, I mentioned it on Sunday at the golf course. Yeah. I don't remember how we started talking about it, but I think we were gossiping about work. And I was like, I just kind of threw it out there like smoothly. I was like, I want to be a bartender. And he goes, how old are you? I was like 21. I turned 22 in September. He goes, okay. I was like, all right.
That was it.
Good enough. Yeah.
Well, he is the GM, right?
Yeah.
Well, the right person knows.
Yep.
So.
And he's fond of me.
Yeah. So. That's good. That's good. Um, I loved bartending. Sorry, I just totally stroked out there. I loved bartending. If I could go back and do it right now, I would totally do it. This whole other work stuff that I do is just for the birds.
I just think I'd thrive there because like with tables and stuff, like I want to talk and like make connections,
Yeah,
but half the time I'm too busy to stand there and talk.
right.
And but with bartending, like you're still super busy. Like I'm not saying bartenders don't get busy, but the point of bartending is to make that connection. Like it's a much more intimate experience, I feel like, than just serving a table.
Right.
So I would love to do it. Plus, I love making drinks for my friends. Like every time they come over, they'll be like, make me something. I'm like, okay, what do you like? Like, what's your liquor of choice? Like, tell me what you like. Tell me what's like, whip something up for you.
Yeah, that's funny.
So,
Well, hopefully it'll happen. That'd be cool.
yeah.
That'd be cool.
Extra money coming in.
Yeah. How's it having one of your best friends or your best friend back? Have you hung out a lot?
No, I've seen her once. But that's because it's the sorority work week.
Yeah.
Which is them they're planning Rush and all the events for the year and all that kind of stuff. So I haven't seen her since the first night she got back because she's been super busy with all of that. So once that and Rush settles down, I'll see her more. But right now, yeah, she says she's not even answering her phone for like 9 hours.
Jeez Louise, that's crazy. Well, the buzz should be starting to happen back up at school because it's everyone's coming back. I watched some college football stuff this morning, and they're talking about all the teams, and they asked one of the analysts, they're like, "What's the sleeper?" And he's like, "Clemson." Nobody's talking about Clemson. He's like, "We can't forget this team went to like 4 national championship games and won 2 of them." They had a bit of a down year last year, but everybody's sleeping on them. I would keep an eye out, and I was smiling because obviously that's where you are, even though we're more SC fans than we are Tiger fans. But it's always good when South Carolina football schools do well because we're in the South, and so, and even though they're not in the SEC is such a big deal in all of college football, especially when you live down here. So it was cool to hear him say it. But then, they have the big game to kick off the year against LSU. So it's the battle of the Death Valleys. And I don't think people are picking Clemson to win that game, but they're picking them to do pretty decently this year. So I'm excited about getting back into college football. Premier League comes next weekend.
NFL starts.
NFL preseason's already started. The Panthers played in the Hall of Fame game, and so that's already started. So it's like, this is pretty cool. Like, thank God for the World Cup because the summer months are just dreadful to get through sometimes. But thank God for the World Cup to bridge that whole June, July time frame. So because I'm already like, holy crap, it's already football season. Like, it's crazy,
I love football season. I just love the fall and winter.
Yeah.
And I don't know, again, I don't know how people pick summer over either of the two. Not just because of the weather, but the fall just always has so much going on. There's a lot of birthdays, sports are back, school is back. I mean, there's so much in the holidays. I mean,
right.
Duh.
Right.
So I'm like, it always amazes me that like people will be like, no, I pick summer. I'm like, that's dumb.
When I was younger, I always loved summer the most because I hated school. I mean, I didn't hate school, but I was a typical guy that didn't want to spend time at school. I'd rather be doing all the other things in the world. Plus, I grew up in San Diego, so the summer weather-wise and we had the beach, and so not being in school, being able to get to the beach, hang out all day, surf, it was so much fun. And, back there, there's really no fall weather or spring weather at all. It's just it's the same. Like it gets
Yeah, that is
it does
true.
get a little warmer in the summer than other times. And listen, I exaggerate a little bit, but there really isn't a big temperature
Not
difference.
huge difference.
Yeah, and a lot of times September and October are hotter than it is in the summer in the Southwest, so I can understand why people there would say it, but yeah, out here the fall is, like you said, not just the weather, but the landscape and all the trees and footballs in full tilt and the holidays, Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
Pushing the fall with Christmas, but Halloween and Thanksgiving, and it's just amazing. So yeah, time is flying. It's like, holy shit. Ryan's already almost done with his second full week of school of his senior year, and
so crazy.
He's living his best life, man, because I'm working from home. And he rolls downstairs at like 9:30 and he's, eats breakfast. And I'm like, when do you leave for school? He's like 9:55. I was like, God, dude. He's like, yeah. And your mom made a joke. She's like, you could always swing by my work to pick up something. He looked at me. He said this last night because he was saying something that he needed. Oh, binder. Like he tells us now after 2 weeks that he needs a binder for a class. I'm like, dude.
Naturally.
You could have told us that earlier, but your mom was like, well, you can always swing by my work before you go to school because I've got a binder there. And he looked at her and he looked at me like side-eyed, like, I'm not getting up early to go to her work before school. It's so funny. So funny.
Yeah. He's kind of disappointed me a little bit.
With what?
His lack of excitement for being a senior in high school.
Yeah, he really doesn't care. He's just not
so lame.
He's just not that kid. That's what I try and tell your mom too.
And listen, it's okay to go to the beat of your own drum, but your senior year, if you're going to give a damn about any year of school, it's this one.
I know. He doesn't.
And he's not I just feel like he's going to look back and wish he gave a little more.
I know. Well,
of a damn.
Just like our advice to you that you don't take, we've got to give him the same.
What advice do I not take?
Not stopping.
No, that's not fair.
That's totally fair. I told you.
That's not
You should just finish because you're that close. No. It's not like you're taking a break after your freshman year. I've told you that, and you still stopped and taken a break.
That's entirely different.
It's not entirely different.
It is.
We have guidance and we have recommendations and we have suggestions.
That's the first probably bit of advice.
Oh, no way, dude. No way. No way.
I listen to y'all 98% of the time.
92.
No, Ryan's 90.
Ryan is, I think he
82
listens
on a good day.
Ryan listens to us and we don't even know it. Because then he'll pull out stuff out of nowhere. And I was like, when did I say that? He's like, you said it, blah, blah, blah. Like he listens. He's the silent assassin. We've always said that, But, we told him, but he didn't. He just isn't that kid. And his friends aren't those kids either. Even his friends that aren't at his school that go to a different rival high school don't do it. And so that's just who he is. He's just
God. Seniors are so lame nowadays.
Well,
high school culture's dead.
It's not seniors because our good friend's son has done all the senior stuff, right? The senior sunrise and wearing the backpack from when you were in kindergarten, and like their kid does it all, but he just isn't that kid. He doesn't care about all that. He just stays in his world, and you got to respect it. It's who he is. I was the complete opposite my senior year. Like I got involved in everything.
I was doing everything senior year.
You were, and your mom was, and so he's just who he is.
Again, I think there's lingering stuff there. I'm not going to air out his grievances on the podcast, but I think there's stuff lingering there that he has never let go. And so he's just very anti everything.
I would agree. I wouldn't disagree with that.
Yeah. I think he's And again, my brother's not a loser, y'all. He's a great kid, very smart, very funny, very intelligent, talented. I just think he hasn't let go of a lot of things, and it's really stopping him from blossoming into a happy young adult. But
Yeah.
we shall see. I mean, the kid doesn't even know. Well, I asked him, I was like, "Are you gonna go to college?" And he goes, "I don't know." I said, "Well, you kind of have to. It's August." Hold on.
What the hell are you doing?
Sorry, guys. There was a little tiny spider that just crawled through my windowsill, so I was making sure I got that before I lost sight of it.
I was like, dude, what is happening right now?
Sorry. I don't like spiders are my biggest fear, y'all. So once I saw it, I was like, I need to get it now.
Crazy.
That's also why summer sucks. I'm ready for all these bugs to go away. Like every time I open my freaking front door, another bug flies in. I'm like, how? Like you weren't even behind me. Like, where did you come from?
They're just waiting.
Yeah, just sitting by the door.
So funny.
Swear on my life they are.
That's too
I'm ready
funny.
for them to go away. I'm so tired of having gnats fly in front of my face. It's exhausting.
It's too funny. Too funny.
Yeah, I know. I am ready for people to come back and have stuff going on because I don't have anything to talk about. Like my coworkers are always asking me like, how have you been? I'm like, same as last time. I work and I go to bed. That's it. Like, but yeah, it'll be nice to have people back to like have stuff to talk about. However, it's like, it is very peaceful right now in my life. Like I have my people. I go to trivia with my friend on Wednesday nights, and then we'll go out on Saturday night, and then I work. And it's like there's no drama, like nothing. It's a very peaceful way right now.
Yeah.
But it's like everyone comes back, and then everyone's running around to classes, and then so and so broke up with so and so, and so and so started fighting with so like you know what I'm saying? It's just like all the chaos comes back when people come back. So it's like there's definitely like positives and negatives to it.
Yeah. No, I get that, but I think it'll be like you said. I think it'll be nice when you get to spend time with the people because you haven't been with them in 3 months. So there's a lot to like catch up on and how their summers were and what they did and
Well, more than 3 months. They all left in May.
so 3 months. It's August. It's okay. I'll let you catch up.
It's 4 months.
June, July.
May.
You don't
June,
count the
July.
month that they left.
Why? They left right around this time. Like they left right around.
You don't count that.
I do.
You're wrong. Like
if I go from the day that if they
you're
left
wrong.
on May 11th, it's August 11th. That's 4 months.
No. Not.
That makes no sense.
It's just like anything.
No.
Yeah. So if today's whatever day, if today's Tuesday, you don't go Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It's not 8 days between Tuesday to Tuesday. It's 7. So you go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 7 days.
No, I don't like that. I still have to get through Tuesday to get to Wednesday.
That's not how it works, though.
Stupid.
That's not how
if
it
they
works.
left May 11th and it's August 11th, that should count as 4 months.
No, because month 1 is May 11th to June 11th. Then June 11th to July 11th. Then July 11th to August 11th. 3 months. Oh, you're so special. Can you read a clock?
I don't do math. Yes, I can read a clock. You're a jerk. I was actually one of the first people in my class who learned how to read a clock.
Okay, defensive.
I'm just not good at math, y'all. I'm not good with numbers at all. I can tell you the time.
Oh my gosh, dude, it's so funny.
Well, like you said, watching me count cash is painful to you.
Sometimes, yeah, it is.
I separate it all. So I'll do my 20s and I'll count how many 20s I have. And then I'll put that in the calculator. And then I count my 10s and I put it in the calculator. And then I do my 5s and I put that amount in the calculator. And then the ones and I add it all up. And that's how I count my cash.
Ugh, so crazy.
It's not good with it. Ryan makes fun of me all the time because he's better with numbers and like science and stuff like that. I'm a lost cause, man.
I was talking about that the other day, that like how Common Core math ruined you.
Yeah, it did.
And then, because what were we talking about? We were talking about something and how, it was work related. And it's like, we can't escape this thing that we used to do. And it's ruined everything, in this one operational area. Because they did it for like 4 years and then they stopped it because it wasn't working. But then there's still some elements to it and it's still lingering, and I was like, God, it just ruined the whole thing. Like everybody's all jacked up now. And I said, it's like Common Core math for my daughter. Like it just jacked her up. She can't do simple math. Like
I can't.
5 + 8 is, or 5 + 8, 13. Like it's just automatic and your brain, okay, take 5 and break it into 5 different boxes and then take.
No, how I would do it is 5 + 5.
Yeah.
Plus 3.
Yeah, so stupid. Like it's just so dumb.
No, I agree. I hate it. I wish I could do math. It's actually very debilitating to not be able to do basic math. Yeah. I was watching a TikTok the other day where this woman was showing how she teaches long division, and I realized I've never known how to do long division. Like I was looking at it and I was like, whoa, it's that simple? I was like, I didn't know it was that easy.
Math is pretty simple. Like no, basic math, like subtraction, addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division are pretty easy.
I still don't know my multiplication tables. I know the 5s, the 10s, the 2s for the most part.
Dude, we used to sing songs in like 4th grade. There was like a song that went like through all the numbers, and like the 7 part was my favorite. I can still sing it to this day. Like I could sing it to you right now.
I despise it. When we were in 2nd grade, I loved math until about 3rd grade when we brought in multiplication and division. Addition, subtraction, I was a beast at because we had these before we started like the math part of the day, because in the younger years you only have one teacher, and we would start with this sheet of paper. She'd set it face down on our desk. And you'd have a minute, and she'd tell you to go. And there were 100 problems.
Yeah, you had to do as many as you can.
And I always finished them. And I was always pretty good at them. Then I got to 3rd grade, and they were like, multiplication. I was like, no, I'm not doing this. I was like, we've drawn the line. I do multiplication in a very headache-inducing way.
Yeah, you do.
I go by 5s.
Which is so stupid.
So give me a multiplication problem. Nothing too crazy.
24 times 7.
That's crazy.
Why? It's 168.
Well, can you let me?
You just said it was crazy.
Sure. Hold on, let me get paper.
Dude.
Okay. I'm ready.
I just gave it to you.
You just answered it.
Okay. So
go a little smaller.
Smaller? Yeah, like 17 times 4.
Okay.
I already know the answer.
I actually don't even know where to begin. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Okay.
Dude.
Hold on.
I don't want to make you feel worse, but this is our educational system. Like, you are a smart person, but
Yeah, not here.
our education is failing people so badly. Like, good Lord.
Yeah, hold on. I'm getting there. Give me a second.
We're too busy teaching all about socialism as opposed to like just the nuts and bolts of education. It's just crazy.
Man, I was screwed before that. So
it's so ridiculous.
okay, so that's
And when you grew up in like one of the top rated school districts in the country, like it's like top 40 in the entire country. So think how many school districts there are. And you struggle. It's unreal.
yeah, I'm really confused right now.
Do you want me to just give you the answer?
No,
I'm
working through it.
It's so easy.
No, it's not.
It is.
I'm working through it. Hold on.
All right, this is not going to show well for you at all. This is like dead time on the radio.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Here's my work. So, what I did first was I did 7 times 5. And then I subtracted 7. So, I got 7 times 4. And then I wrote the 8 here and the 2 up here. And then you do 4 times 1, which is 4 there. And you bring the 2 down to get 68.
Okay, the answer is 68. So easy.
At least I got it right.
Yeah. What's 7 times 4?
Well, I just told you. Now I know it's 28.
Right.
Yeah, so I did 7 times 5, and then I subtracted 7 to get this.
But why wouldn't you just put the 8 where you did it, put the 2 where you did it, and then just go, and then you add the 4 and the 2, 68?
Because they told me in school to put the 2 at the top.
I know. That's why you add the 4 and the 2. You don't do 48, then add the 2 to make 68. You do an extra step for no reason. You do an extra step for no reason. Oh my God.
That's how it works for me. I don't know. Give me another one.
Dude, that took you forever.
Dude, give me another one.
Oh my God.
Wait, this is fun. I'm impressed with myself right now.
No, I'm not doing another one. I can't.
One more.
I can't.
One more. Uno más.
23
Oh, Jesus Lord.
times 3.
Oh. All right, I'll show you an alternative way that I do it. And you're going to hate it.
Paper, just a brain. Because my generation actually got taught basic math, English, social studies.
69.
Yes.
Which is funny. This is the other way that I would do math. Okay, I'll have to bring it closer. So,
what in the actual hell is that?
So when I struggled with multiplication when we were learning it, hold on, I lost my microphone there. This is the other way that I was taught to figure it out. You break it down. So you line them up. So it's 23 times 3. You line 23 up 3 times. You add the first 2's, which is 4, and then you add the 4 to the last 2 to get 6. You add the first 3's together to get 6, add it to the last 3 to get 9. That's the other way I was taught to do it, because I didn't understand. So I used to sit there on like math tests, and if it were 7 times 9, I would write 7 9 times.
Oh
1,
my
2, 3,
God.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I would do 14, 14, 14, 14, 7. And then I'd add the 14s together, so on and so forth.
Oh my God. 7 times 9 is 63.
Well, I would have gotten there in 10 minutes.
I should have.
Common Core never worked for me, and I didn't have any other option. Like, they didn't allow us to do anything else. Like, you even remember that. You would be like, ask your teacher if you can do it this way. Because we found ways for it to make sense to me. And then they didn't let me practice it.
Right.
Because it had to be the way they told me.
Which is so crazy.
Yeah. That's why that... and remember Incredibles 2? when he's trying to teach Dash math. Do you remember that scene?
No.
God, it's so funny because I remember the first time we watched it, you laughed because it was so accurate. He's trying to teach Dash math. And Dash is like, yeah, Dad, I get it, but we can't show up. I can't do it this way. He goes, and Dad goes, what do you mean? Math is math.
It's so true. My dad used to get so mad at my sister and I when he would try and help us with our math homework. Because, I mean, listen, as you get harder math, it's not easy, right? And I took
Yeah.
2 semesters of calculus in college, and then I took like a statistical calculus, something calculus for statistics, or I don't know, I can't remember. It's 100 years ago, but I took plenty of math in my life. Now in high school, I just didn't care enough to listen. And so I learned when I went to college for like the 18th time, because I went and stopped and went and stopped. But I figured it out. Like if I would just listen to the teacher or the professor and listen, like truly listen and take the notes, then I would retain it. And so I was able to take a couple different semesters of calculus. And but in high school, I wasn't listening to anybody. I didn't listen to anybody in any class. And I still graduated with a decent grade point average, which used to get my teachers so mad because they would be like, "You don't even pay attention." I was like, "I know." But it did not work out for me in math because my sophomore year we had to take geometry, and geometry was like my least favorite form of math.
I thought that was easy.
I hated it, and so I got a C the first semester, and then in the second semester I got caught cheating on the final, so they failed me. And so I had to take it over again because I couldn't take summer school because I was going to Europe to play soccer. So I had to take a whole nother year of geometry all over again. And so then my senior year, I just took like Algebra 2, where all my friends were like in trig or calculus or pre-calc or whatever. I was like, yeah, I'm in Algebra 2. So as a senior, I'm in a class with like sophomores and stuff.
Well, that was me because like I took honors in every other subject.
Yeah.
Except for math.
Yep.
So all my friends' senior year, well, most of us did statistics, but if you didn't, or like my junior year, most of them were in pre-calc. Some of them were even in calc. I was in Algebra 2 and I barely passed. I passed Algebra 2 with a 70 on the nose.
Yeah.
Like I went into my final exam for Algebra 2, y'all, almost in tears. I was so scared.
Yeah.
Because math is not my strong suit. And it's not for a lack of trying. Like, you know that. Right. I took all my notes. I was always listening in class. Like, it's not that I didn't try.
Right.
It's just like it genuinely in my brain does not click together.
Right.
It doesn't. And there's nothing I can do except for try my best. And yeah, my methods of madness might be madness, but I get there eventually.
It's madness.
So I've gotten better, especially with working in a restaurant. Like you have to be a lot quicker with it. But yeah, math has never clicked for me. Someone was in the restaurant the other day and it was one of my coworkers and she was trying to explain something to me that had a lot of numbers. And I was like, and you're like, you know what I mean? I was like, I don't retain any of that. Actually, I'm incredibly lost right now. Can you break it down? I was like, I really actually don't know. But so then, funny. You know, for some people, it's like, that's English to them. So when they can't, that feels a little weirder to me, though, because we speak English if you're born in America. Like, most of us speak English in America. And so when, like, my friends at this grown age can't tell the difference of the yours.
Yeah. That
drives me bunkers.
Or there.
Right? Or, like, it'll be a sentence and they'll be like, identify the verb. And they'll be like, I don't know. I'm like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Well,
like, this is the easiest stuff, but then that's how. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, that's English to me is super easy. So you telling me what's 23 times 3 and it takes me steps, you have it like that. Versus if someone shows me a sentence and they're like, identify the noun, the verb, and the adjective, I can do it immediately, and it might take another person a second to try and remember. Like, okay, a noun is this, the adjective does this. You know, like. It's just weird how everyone's brains work.
It is.
Mine's broken.
For that, it is. It's
math,
crazy.
It's completely same thing with science. Don't ask me absolute shit. You want to know what I remember from science? The mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. The end. That's it. That's all I remember.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Unfortunately, our educational system has moved away from just teaching the basics, like.
Yeah, it's all about memorization, not actual retention.
You're right. And so it's like, I don't know. I think it's weird that we like went away from the basics. Yeah. And we're in this like weird state to where it's almost like at work, like with I was telling you, like these processes that we used to do, and then we're going back to the way they did them before that, but they're hanging on to some of the one that they just did. I feel like that's how education is, right? Like we had to take math and science all through high school. We had to take English all through high school. We had to take history all through high school, like the core things every semester. And we didn't have block schedule. Yeah, except for 2 days. They were just periods. And so you took it all year long. So you always were in that learning state for those core classes. And then you had 2 electives. And then we taught civics and we, U.S. government and how all that worked. And
we do government
and economics. But that was each a semester, like a full semester of econ.
Oh, yeah.
And then a full semester of civics, not we took it for a couple weeks
and then you moved
and
over.
Then you moved over, And so instead we're teaching all this other unrelated stuff. And listen, a lot of stuff you learn in school, you don't use when you get older, but the concepts are, and just from an education, a society that's more educated, not scholastically, but because clearly people can get degrees and not be very smart. So that's what I mean. But the more enlightened and more educated you are on the core principles of humanity and how we are like governed and how money works and all that stuff, like we got away from all that. Now, it's block schedule. I think Ryan's taking, all 3 of his classes are electives this semester. I think.
They're not allowed to do that, I don't think.
Okay, so he has 1 core class?
Yeah, because he exempted one of them. I think he exempted English.
Yeah. Well, he has it next semester. He has English next semester. It's not a full year.
Oh, did he exempt math then? Because in order to have free block,
I don't know.
You have to exempt one of them.
I'm going to sound like such a terrible dad, but it's going to go right into like Nate Bargatze, who's a great comedian as well, when the school called him and he's like, and they asked him something about his kid. He's like, and you thought calling the dad was the right thing to do? Like, I don't even know what school they go to. What's the name? I don't even know what their mascot is. Yeah. I don't know what their teachers' names are. He does a whole thing about it. It's so funny. And I'm going to sound like that now because I have no idea. I know he's taken I don't even know. All I know is that he is not stressed at all with school.
That's good.
Which is great.
That's what senior year is for.
Yeah, but I was stressed out. I wanted to make sure that I got the grades. But once again, I had English, math, science, and history every semester, even as a senior.
Well, also, he's not planning to go to school.
Right.
Not in the next year anyway.
Right.
So, of course, he's not too stressed about it because right now he doesn't need to be. Yeah. Versus, senior year, I always tried to get good grades in high school. I mean, the first time I got a bad grade, I cried. In, what was that, middle school? Elementary school. I got a C on a math test, and I started crying. But I've always strived for good grades. So senior year was not stressful for me, but statistics I was a little worried about.
Yeah, I wasn't
math, but I still did pretty well in statistics for someone who's not a math brain. Statistics came to me pretty.
Statistics is like for me, I had to take accounting as part of my major. I hated accounting, but I loved econ, right? And they all need math in order to work, Yeah. So it's all how your brain works. But like I said, our senior year, we had to take a full load our fall semester.
Well, you take a full load. It's just the whole year of work in one semester.
No, you're not listening. And then only in the second semester could we have one less class. So as a senior, you could only have 5 classes because you had your 4 core classes and then 2 electives. So in your senior year in the fall, you still had to have the 4 core plus 2 electives. And then the second semester, you only needed the 4 core and 1 elective. So we didn't have a quote unquote 6 period. Whereas now he has 1 fewer class in the fall and he has 1 fewer class in the spring. So he goes to school late and gets out at the same normal time, and next semester he goes to school at the start time and gets out early. So it's like,
I loved having a free 4th period.
Yeah, of course. I mean, who wouldn't? So it's crazy. I don't know. I just, we're doomed if people can't educate our youth on just, like you said, they don't know what a verb is. They don't know what the subject is. We have people that don't know the 3 branches of government. We don't know.
Yeah,
I mean,
crazy.
we don't know. People don't know how money works because we're getting away from a cashless society, which is not a good thing. And so they don't know how to do what is interest rates and how does that affect money and it's crazy. And I learned all that stuff in high school,
And economics I didn't do too terribly in, but I wasn't fantastic at it. It just confuses me, and I hate econ. And statistics I did well enough. Algebra 2 I can't remember a single thing. Geometry I did pretty well. I mean, that was an easier math to me. Yeah. Geometry was.
Your brother said the same thing.
I was never that confused with geometry. But Algebra 1 I was an absolute unit. I finished that with a 98. Like final grade in the class, 98. That was the highest I'd gotten in math since elementary school. Like I was a unit in Algebra 1.
Yeah, because they had letters for the first time.
Yeah, and that's why I was a unit. And then bring in Algebra 2 where they're like, there's imaginary components. I'm like, no. That's where you lose me, is when math, it's like, it's imaginary. No, then it's not there. I'm not working around an imaginary freaking number. I hated that. I hated in Algebra 2 that the answer could be like y equals a. No. No, it doesn't. And she'd be like, well, that's the imaginary component. You had to work around to leave just the Then there's no answer. There's no answer then. There's no answer. You can't have an imaginary answer. It's like, oh yeah, let me read this imaginary book and write a book report. Like that makes 0 sense.
Right.
Oh God, I hated Algebra 2.
So funny.
I'm taking a shot after this just because we talked about it. I hated that class. It pissed me off. Well, and then my teacher also, bless her heart, but she, first day of the class, she openly admits she got a D in Algebra 2 in high school and college. So I'm like, so who let you teach this?
Right.
Because then I'd be like, okay, well, I have a question. And I'd ask it. And she'd be like, that's a great question. She'd go and Google it. I'm like, all right, well, I could have done that.
Yeah, no. It goes back to my doom of our youth with the educational system. Like, we put this person in charge of educating young people.
Yeah.
And
well, she taught AP calculus. So, like, she obviously knew, like, how to do math. But Algebra 2, she did not understand. And I'd ask questions. She'd be like, that's a good question. I'm going to look that up. I'll tell you after I finish this lesson. I'm like, I will look it up in that time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So sad.
Never mind.
So sad. Oh, well.
But again, not her fault. They threw that class on her. She even admitted, she's like, I never teach Algebra 2. And I was like, awesome. So you gave me the teacher that doesn't know how to teach it to somebody who doesn't know how to do it, who barely knows math.
So sad. It's so scary, I had some really good teachers when I was growing up. I mean, I still remember stuff that I did in my freshman English class with Mr. Pacilio, or with my British Lit class my senior year with
God,
Mr.
I loved
Curry.
British Lit.
And I crushed that because there's so much British literature that the band Iron Maiden writes music on, like
Oh yeah, you
Rhyme
talked
of
about this.
Rhyme of the Ancient Mariner. So so I aced that, and then Mr. Dorr was my oceanography teacher, my favorite teacher in the world.
So many
And
misters.
so yeah, exactly.
I had
There's not a whole lot of men educators anymore.
no, I think
Not
I've
like there
only
used to be.
had maybe 2 or 3.
I had a ton. Mr.
I only had
Bell
like
was my fifth
2 or
grade
3.
teacher. Mr. Dutton was my econ teacher.
Having
I
a male
mean,
teacher always scared me though. Well, that's not true. I had multiple in high school. They were just all history teachers.
yeah.
But in elementary school, I had one Mr. Starnes, and he was a jerk. And then, he's the one that got in trouble for pinning the kid against the brick wall. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
Middle school, I didn't have one except for band in 6th grade. All the rest of them were women. High school, Mr. Wright, Mr. Dittmer, Ambrose, and economics. 4.
Yeah. Some of my best teachers were men.
Oh yeah, same. But then,
Not to say that the women teachers that I had when I was younger were terrible. I think education in general was better, but now I sound like an old man. But those teachers stand out to me because I remember things that they taught that was not just reading a book. You know what I mean? Like they literally embraced it. Like Mr. Curry brought in Iron Maiden's tape or whatever and played the part, you know. And Mr. Dorr he's just the best. Even on Facebook when he posts stuff, because he's retired and he travels a lot, and even when we were young, he would take obviously he's an oceanography teacher and marine biology, so he would take underwater pictures from his dives and stuff, and he would publish them. And so even now he'll post on Facebook, and everybody, like people before me, my graduating class, after me, are like, "You are my favorite teacher, Mr. Dorr. It's so good." Yeah, like he was just a great educator, and he was hard. I mean, it wasn't an easy class, and he was hard. And back then he used to you can't do this stuff anymore, but he'd throw chalkboard erasers at kids if they weren't paying attention, and all the fun stuff.
Bring that back, because people don't fear authority anymore, and that's why no one's learning, and that's why everyone has bad manners, because nobody takes authority seriously anymore.
They really don't.
Like, kind of bring it back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the boss of the building, and I walk by and I ask people to do stuff, and they just look at me like I'm a complete piece of crap, and I'm like,
all right,
okay, I need to ask you again. I need you to go do that now.
Yeah. Non-optional.
It's not an option. And if you give me attitude, that's fine. Like
as long as it gets done.
As long as it gets done, Whereas 15 years ago, I could walk through a facility and they'd be like, if I said anything to a team member or an associate or worker, they'd be like, like, oh my God, he told me something to do. Oh my God, am I going to get fired? Like there was a legitimate fear. Not because not because I'm mean, that's just, you're right. It's just a completely different environment. So
yeah, like I haven't gotten in trouble at work, but every time, like if a manager is like, Lauren, I'm like, no, I didn't do it. I was like, I didn't do it. I'm fine. It's okay.
Yeah, so funny. So crazy how different things are. But anyway, well, not a whole lot of like impactful conversation this time around, just catching up and reminiscing and talking about somehow we got into education, so I guess that's okay.
Yeah.
We might have to continue that on the next one because there is something significantly wrong. But that's what's wrong with computers and phones and everything else, like why do I have to teach anything? I can just look it up. But then the problem is whoever's putting it into wherever you're looking up from could manipulate
the results
and millions of people, I mean billions of people if they take it for the truth,
Yeah.
So that's why education is so important. You got to be able to know what actually is, because the scary part is if somebody posted something on something that said this is how the government works or this is how the president can do it and there's no checks and balances, that's all false.
Yeah.
You know, but if they don't know and they're not educated because they don't take a civics class, then we're food, you know, like it's just going to be bad news. I fear for that, for like the next few generations, like what is going to actually happen.
Well, hopefully we make our way back around. Everything comes back around.
I hope so.
Just like right now, 90s fashion is trending. So
I hope so.
All comes back around.
I hope so.
Well, yeah, not too crazy a conversation. I'm sure we'll have more to say next week when my life resumes quite dramatically.
Yeah.
And then I've got 22 days until I'm in London.
London bound again.
Until it's London bound travel day. So
good times.
Sorry. I'll have to edit this out. My coworker texted me and said that one of my coworker's son is in the hospital and he's like a baby.
No. That's not good.
Wow. Okay, I have to send money, but I'm not saying that like they asked for donations to help out, so I'm going to send some cash, but
gotcha.
That's awful.
Gotcha.
Yeah, she just got back out from maternity leave like a month ago. Like it's a baby.
Sad.
Anyway.
Well,
we'll resume where we were. Yeah, so London bound in 22 days, which means I'll be home in 20 to 21 days.
Mom will be happy.
She is very happy. She already said that she's going to take a personal day off work with me so we can hang out.
Yep. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to take you to the airport, but I think I'm going to pick you up because I think you land. So I
land around 4.
Yeah, so
one of the days.
And my work is like 12 minutes away from the airport. It's super close. So
yeah,
I'll just swing over there and
I think Mom's dropping me off and then you're picking me up.
Yeah, I think so.
Is what she told me.
Yeah. So anyway, well,
if you get off work in time, you're welcome to come drop me off.
Yeah. I don't think so. But anyway, well, good catching up. Sorry to the listeners or watchers. No big drama, no big crazy topics, but hopefully you still find it enjoyable listening to us talk about education and watching me lose my mind over your inability to do simple math. But we did pick up a few more followers again, so that's great. Thank you all for listening. Drink some Celsius and watch this video. You might need it at parts.
Apparently.
But thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Share, like, comment. We appreciate all of it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah, nothing too crazy, but sometimes that's the best way to do it. We'll have more to talk about next week. And other than that, treat people with kindness. Put on sunscreen.
Yes.
And memorize your multiplication tables.
Yes.
Other than that, we will see y'all next Thursday.
7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21.
Oh my God, let
7
us go.
times 4
Let
is
us go.
28. 7 times 5 is 35. I
Right,
remember
guys,
the song.
I'll let y'all go. I'll endure this for us all.
Peace out.
Peace out.